What's up, Pokemon trainers? Yours truly, Big T here, and we are back with a new style of video. Recently, we just went to the Rozay Pokemon tournament for the 2K event, and we got a round 4 competitive game going here. At table 1, we got Poison Archaludon versus Raging Bolt. Again, this was at the Moewth Cup 2K event this past weekend that me and my team previously went to. And shout out to our boy Tyler Price for finishing 3rd. So congratulations to him. The rest of us did not do so well. But anyways, let's go ahead, commentate on this game, and see what we got going on. This is my first time seeing this game, so you're going to see my live reaction to this match overall. I'm not sure the names again, so I apologize in advance. My buddy Matt went ahead and got this recording for me to do, so shout out to him, and shout out to him for letting me use his setup right here. This new setup from Matt himself. So it looks like we are getting in. We got Tails on the roll. And just starting and looking at this starting hand, it looks like Raging Bolt's going to be on our right. And our Archaludon Poison is going to be on our left. So let me know your predictions. Who's taking the win here today? I think I am going to go with the Raging Bolt, of course. Again, I did not see anything or know how these two finished overall, but I am excited to see, and my predictions are right. Looks like Raging Bolt is going to go first. Go ahead and play the nest ball. Go ahead and see what his prizes are currently, and just overall get something out. I'm assuming Ogerpon with this nest ball. We go ahead and use Teal, or yeah, Teal Dance. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart here. And since these are newer videos, I gotta get into the habit of knowing what I'm talking about. So yep, he's going for the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Looks like our Archaludon over on our left has started Badoo, limiting the item cards that our Raging Bolt player here is going to be able to use on the following turn. So as he shuffles up here, I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and use this Teal Dance, as they always do, to go ahead and draw one extra card. And he's just going to go ahead and just take a good... Alright, he's going to go ahead and play Fan Rotom now. Could have possibly played Fan Rotom and then Teal Dance, but hey, this is how he does it. So with this, I'm assuming going to go get some Hoot Hoots and Noctile, so we can have a great turn 2, possibly getting a Sada, maybe trying to figure out a way to get energy into the discard for the Sada, which is going to be hard with a Badoo. Because with the Raging Bolt, of course, you want to go ahead and try to snipe as soon as possible, especially any of those Archaludons or his pieces that he's playing. So it's going to be a crazy turn 1. He ended up going 2 Hoot Hoots and another Fan Rotom here. Using the Fan Rotom, actually he's using Ultra Ball, discarding Fan Rotom with the Night Stretcher. I don't know what he got out. What did he get out with that? This is a crazy turn 1. Our boy over on the left playing Archaludon is just waiting his turn right now. So he went down ahead and got Latias for free retreat already. Stacking that bench first on turn 1, not even being able to use supporters. The Fan Rotom ability is pretty good. So now we are just seeing what our opponent on the left's going to come back with. Didn't see much of his starting hand. He's been shuffling it around a lot. Looks like he has a Boss's Orders, Iona, Metal Energy, and one Duraludon. Looks like he drew into, I can't make out that card, but he's going to go ahead and play the Duraludon. And if I had to guess, probably go ahead and use the Iona for some new cards. Oh, that's an Arven he drew. Okay. So Arven's probably going to go ahead, help him get set up a little bit here. Maybe grab a Nest Ball, Iona for next turn. Oh, and he's going to go ahead and grab the trolley. He's playing A-Spec trolley to go ahead and get a full bench here. He's looking at his hand, seeing what he needs tool card wise, because I'm assuming he's going to grab that trolley. And it looks like tool wise, what would Archaludon want? Well, if it's poison, I'm guessing he's going to want that it's on the tip of my tongue, can't think of it. The binding mochi is what I'm trying to think of. So let's go ahead and see. He's debating and grabbing the rescue board trolley, and it looks like he's gonna go rescue board trolley unless that's something fancier that I'm not aware of. He's gonna go ahead and use trolley. Gonna go ahead and play the Genesect, stopping A-Spec abilities here. And I'm gonna go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and get Latias, and probably another Duraludon, and possibly a way to poison things. We're gonna go ahead and see. But yeah, you want to at least try to set up 2 Duraludons, because you never know what Raging Bolt can do, and killing up your only attacker would be devastating. So he's taking a little bit, trying to debate. Gonna look back in his hand, take his time right here. And he's gonna go back in. He already has, alright, so he has 1 Duraludon and a Latias. And is that a Brute Bonnet? Yep, it is. Another Duraludon, and the Latias is coming down for free retreat. Maybe. He's holding on to it, double thinking. Alright. Now he's going to go ahead and shuffle up, and it looks like the only thing he can do, if he wants to attach, he can, but it looks like he might just save that to discard for later, possibly. But it looks like Itchy Pollen is going to be the next move if he doesn't attach. So he's going to go up, shuffle up here for a little bit. His opponent's pointing a little, who knows. And we're going to see an attachment to the Duraludon on the bench. And we got a Bravery Charm, I think, or a Rescue Board on the Genesect. It is hard to figure out what these cards are with all the bling. I'm going to assume it's probably a charm, and I'm just being silly. So Genesect is going to be a beef stick to deal with right now. We do got the Noctile, but our opponent is not able to use any item cards at the moment. Ooh, and the match slip comes down out of nowhere, and it looks like they're just gonna go ahead and so what? Looks like they're just playing this one out for fun. I am informed, huh? Okay. Well, good thing they're playing it out for the video for us. Looks like they went ahead and ID'd and seen to play it out who would have won right here. 2 buddies trying to both make top cut, it looks like. And with the Noctile down, it looks like went ahead and grabbed Crispin, and using Crispin to go ahead and power up the Raging Bolt. I forgot that is completely there. I am not on to the new Raging Bolt yet, or what it does. I need to get more educated on it, because that is completely crazy. Go ahead and use Noctile, grab 2 energy with Crispin, attach them, and then be able to start swinging with a Baby Bolt. Oh, looks like a card is going to pop out. And what are we looking at? Is our opponent attaching the electric energy and then grabbing a grass energy for Teal Dance? Or is he attaching both energies to Baby Bolt up top? Alright, and it looks like... Alright, we got Teal Dance right there. We got electric energy to fan Rotom. So it looks like it's going to just be a retreat. Is there a stadium in play? Alright, so it looks like we're going to have a second Noctile to go ahead and grab a stadium. That's what I was looking for. I was like, what? I was like, alright. So it looks like they are going to go ahead and grab the Area 0, it looks like. That way they are able to use Fan Rotom for their Badoo. Yeah, because without that, you are not able to swing, unfortunately, with Fan Rotom, since it does need a stadium in play to attack. So it looks like Badoo is not going to be able to do any more of its disruptive abilities unless brought back for whatever reason. And our opponent here looks like they got to go ahead and just pray that they can hit an Archaludon with the Iona and try to discard a couple energies. At least one energy they need discarded so they can hit it with the Archaludon ability. If I know their hand right, because it looks like it's an Iona boss and maybe a research. Can't really see their hand, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like it's an Iona boss research. And something else. I couldn't see what they top decked. If it's a Squawk or not, maybe. But it looks like we are going to go ahead into Iona. Bolt player is going to go ahead and draw 5. Archaludon is going to go ahead and draw themselves 6. The Bolt player looks like they drew into another grass energy, so they'll be able to Teal Dance next turn. And let's go ahead and see how the Archaludon player is doing. Looks like they got their stadium, so they can go ahead and stadium bump if they really wanted to. And they grabbed some metal energies. I don't know if they grabbed a way to discard the metal energies, which they're probably praying that they did. Oh, it looks like they didn't, so they're forced to go ahead and just leave something in the active and pass, it looks like. Because it looks like they had a research and boss off the Iona, kind of Ioning them back to the same hand they had before, which is kind of crazy work. He's going to go ahead and just, alright, he's going to promote the one Archaludon, attaching 2 energies to the Archaludon on the bench, which is a good idea because even if it's knocked out, those 2 energies go into your discard pile, which you're able to use again. And the Bolt player is going to go ahead and draw for turn, use a Teal Dance, draw another card, see what they can get off. And the Bolt player has to be feeling pretty good right now. Archaludon's on their heels at the moment. It might be early, but Bolt is getting pretty well set up. Even if their board looks a little weak at the moment, Archaludon couldn't do anything back-to-back turns. The Bolt's going to sit here, think about it for a second, because Archaludon can come back and swing. Luckily, with its acceleration with the Archaludon ability, just letting it. So he's going to go ahead and promote Teal Dance, take the swing with Teal Dance. If that's enough, that's going to be 36. And that was a Roach board, by the way, not a Charm. That's going to be 30, 60, 90, 120. And he's going to go. Wait. So it looks like he was just like, my bad, man. I'm going to go ahead and just take the knockout on the Brubonnet. Like I said, these are 2 friends, so I'm sure that, you know, doesn't matter too much for them. They're 2 buddies right here playing each other. Round 4 at the Rozay 2K Cup, like I did mention before at the beginning of the video. So it looks like he did hold Ultra Ball, which is going to help a lot right here, because you're going to be able to free retreat, of course. And now you got the energy in the discard, so I'm guessing his only play right now is going to go ahead and grab the Archaludon, which he did. Evolve, put that energy on, and he's going to be able to knock out this Teal Mask Ogerpon. So just like that, 2 turns did not go to waste too often for him, as he's going to be able to go ahead and take the 2 prizes and make it a 4-4 prize game. Now we're just going to go ahead and see how this Bolt player reacts, and he still has an option. He can go ahead and maybe even take out Latias if he wants, but the Teal Mask is probably going to be the good play here, because he still has supporter to use per turn. He probably doesn't want to go ahead and get research this boss away, but it will be nice just to go ahead, and set up. So he goes ahead and uses research, unfortunately getting rid of the boss, but now he's able to go ahead and thin out his deck a little bit more. Oh man, sorry. And it looks like he has Nest Ball, Ultra Ball. So we're about to see what he's about to use. He could probably go for Fez if he really wanted to. He's going to go ahead and Nest Ball, see what he gets out. Maybe even just get another Brubonnet, but I think he hit Night Stretcher if I wasn't mistaken right there, which he would be able to use anyways. So let's see what he's going to get. Looks like he's going to get Pentaron, maybe? Maybe try to poison something like the Rotom or Baby Bolt? Or possibly not. Looks like he's still trying to make up his mind. Getting out Fez and having a Turo, maybe prize or not in deck, Unfortunately, you can't see the prize cards to see what they're playing or what is prized. So he is going to go with the Petrarant after all with the Nest Ball. That way he can, well, he doesn't have the Brute Bonnet down, so does he have the Capsule in hand for? So it looks like if he has the Capsule in hand, he might go be, yep, going to get that Brute Bonnet back. And if he has Capsule, the Capsule's going to go down right on it, and he's going to be able to use Poison. No Capsule? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. So he's going to go ahead and use Pokegear. Just trying to set up his hand for next turn. See what he gets off this. And it looks like he whipped Pokegear, unfortunately for him. So he probably knows right now that Raging Bolt can come down, one-shot him, with even the Archaludon and the active, because we all know Raging Bolt does so much damage. And did that card fly completely out over there? But we just gotta wait and see. Our opponent's board is completely full, and with no area 0 right now, he's unable to put down any more Pokemon, but I'm sure he's gonna go ahead and take this attack right now, because you don't want to leave a Teal Mask with 3 energy up for your opponent to retreat back into and use Raging Bolt. That just adds 210 more damage with those 3 energy. So he did go ahead and take the knockout. He promotes the Latias, and let's see what the Raging Bolt player can do. Now they're tied up 4 prizes, but I have a feeling if he can get Raging Bolt out right now and have a Sada in hand. Oh wow. So he just got a Raging Bolt out, retreating in the Fan Rotom, and did he swing? Yes, he did. So that is unfortunate for our Raging Bolt player here. Wasn't able to hit the Sada, but it looks like he does have his Aspect in hand. Wasn't able to see what the Aspect was. I'll have to quick glance. I was too busy looking over the Archaludon player to see what he's about to do. It looks like he's about to, if I were him, I'd be digging real bad for that Brute Bonnet. Support of, I'm having a brain fart again. But you know what I'm trying to say. That way he can use his Petrarant, kill that Fan Rotom, and not give him any draw with Fez Indipity, which he is probably desperate for at the moment. So he went ahead and... Alright, so he did find the tool card. So he's able to poison now. And what are we going to see next out of him? He's got the Binding Mochi in hand. Is he going to attach that to Archaludon or Duraludon? That way he is able to one-shot the Raging Bolt with poison, because that will allow him to do more damage, just enough to go ahead and kill the Raging Bolt. Looks like he's trying to decide what he's going to use his Ultra Ball on. Unfortunately, no energies. But he's going to go ahead and use Ultra Ball to get down into Archaludon. But no energies in the discard pile as far as I'm aware. So the ability would whiff. Unless he decides to hold onto it, hoping he doesn't get Iona next turn. Which would probably be a safe assumption, knowing our opponent probably has to look for Crispin or Sada. So I would hold on to the Archaludon just in case this Archaludon gets knocked out and he will have something to respond with. Unless he retreats into Petrarant. Are you able to manually? Oh yeah, you have to retreat manually because Latias only works for basic Pokemon. So he's going to go ahead, poison, use the Petrarant's ability to make sure it does 80 for the turn, which is enough to knock down a 70 HP Fan Rotom. The only issue at the moment now is that gives him odd prizing. A 3-4 with Bolt is not good, but you have to force your Bolt player to have maybe a counter catcher in hand, and he needs the Sada. So he would need something incredibly off this top deck right here, since he passed last turn, and we can't really see his hand, so we don't know what he's working with, unfortunately. So it looks like the Raging Bolt's just like, you know what, man, you got it. I don't have anything in my hand. The top deck was the Noctiles, so he wouldn't be able to use that. I think he just used his Noctiles a little too efficiently in the first turn going, I mean in the second turn going first, and he wasn't able to recover after that. So the Archaludon player, fortunate enough, the Raging Bolt player just used his board too quickly, efficiently, and even with the Archaludon player having 2 less turns to work with, theoretically, he was able to get it done once he got up and rolling. And the Bolt player, I just think, used, his Noctiles a little too frequent right there. You don't use 2 of them at the very beginning unless you think you need to, but all you needed to really do was grab probably that Crispin and the Stadium to swing. But anyways, guys, again, that was at the Rozay 2K event, so shout out to them for letting us record this. Shout out to our boy Matt, and shout out to Tyler Price for 3rd place in the 2K. Alright guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and tune in to future videos. It's been yours truly, Big T, and kisses.